Go ahead, finish your story.
So the punches began being thrown. I saw a hand in front of my face holding a knife. Very quickly, I grabbed the hand with both of my hands and put 100% of my focus on that situation. I drove my thumbs into the back of the person's tendons on the back of their hand and disarmed him. And I quickly swiped with the knife to clear people away from me so I could get back in my car and get my kids to safety. Mr. Medina was the person to my right, so he's the one that was struck by the knife. And everybody was right there. If it were true that he were 2 or 3 arm lengths away, there was no way that the knife would have struck him. As I got in the car, the man who was on my left followed me in and tackled me. I was able to get him off me with my knee, and my kids began screaming at that point in fear. And when he realized I had kids with me, he looked up, and that sort of surprised him, and he got out of the car, and I immediately sped away.
And then?
And then, as immediately got around the corner, and then I proceeded to where I'd seen some police just about a block away a few minutes earlier before I had gotten lost, and I reported it.
Mr. White, where were you struck with the knife?
Across my face here. I still have the scar. I grew a beard to hide it, but it's here.
At what point were you stabbed with the knife?
I don't remember being stabbed with a knife because when I was first being hit, I put my head down to protect myself. I'm not sure.
Do you have photographs?
I don't have photographs, no ma'am. But I hit my lip, possibly in my car at that point, or I could have been punched while I was attempting to disarm the man with the knife.
At what time was your 8-year-old interviewed by the police?
At the point I pulled up to the police, they were engaged in a traffic stop. I reported to them what had happened. They immediately separated us and interviewed us separately.
On the same day?
Yeah, exactly, immediately following the incident.
You're in trouble.
Excuse me?
I said you're in trouble!
Oh, no ma'am.
Yeah. This was taken at 20:50 hours on April 20th, 2013, and it was the 8-year-old being interviewed by the police officer. When, based upon my experience, when a child of that age is interviewed by the police and gives the kind of detail that this child gave, there has not been time for that child to be indoctrinated by any parent. So this child is offering her view of what took place that day. Yes, would you like me to read you what she said?
I've already read it, but you feel free.
Well, I'm going to read it again, just in case you forgot. She said her father began to turn right onto another street when a group of people walked out in front of their car. She told me that her father stopped quickly, making the tires screech to keep from hitting the group. After the car stopped, the group of people began yelling and cussing at him and said her father yelled back to the group, or said, use the crosswalk. The group of people kept yelling at her father and they started to surround their car. One of the people in the group kicked her father's door, but she did not know who did that. She said that her dad got out of the car and stood right by his door. At that time, she said 3 men in the group came up to her father and started punching him.
No, ma'am.
You think she just made that up?
I'm not saying that, ma'am. I'm saying that is incorrect.
She said a man waved the knife in front of her father's face like he was trying to cut her father, but her father took the knife away from the man and threw the knife in the car. Okay, now, somebody admits to kicking the car. Who was that, sir?
Honestly, I do not know. It was either Matt or Robert.
Your friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Who all of a sudden came much closer than the 30 yards they were away.
They came after I got punched, ma'am. Well, stabbed. I initially thought I was punched.
But they got there?
Yes, ma'am. At which point I had already left, walking towards my vehicle, holding my face because I had been stabbed. He said Mr. White seemed very angry. He even admits, and in his testimony here...
I'm reading.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Apologize.